What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sean's Outdoors. Today we are heading to a very small lake close to home to try out a new trolling motor. So I just installed yesterday a Minn Kota Ulterra trolling motor. So we're gonna bring it out to the lake this morning and test it out and try and beat the heat today. Right now it's 5:50. Got rolling about 4:45. Got everything packed, so I thought. Went to the gas station, got ice, got drinks, got water, got in the truck, and I was like, where the heck did my cooler go? So had to make a quick pit stop back at home, and now we are on the road cruising. Should be there shortly. All right, and we made it to the lake. Not too bad. Time check, 6:58. I wanted to get out of here a little bit earlier, but you saw the fiasco I went through this morning. So the whole reason we are out here today is just to check and make sure that I have this guy set up to my liking. This is the Minn Kota Ulterra. I just mounted it on the boat yesterday, so I figured I'd bring it out today and see how it works, see how to work it. Hopefully I hooked it up right, and hopefully it's good to go. So I started it up yesterday. Best part about this thing, the remote, amazing. So I am going to, now on my remote it says motor error, and I think from what I've researched, it is because yesterday when I deployed this thing for the first time, it deploys a little bit too close to my boat, and if it tries to auto correct as it's going down, it'll hit the side of the boat, which automatically stops it and throws an error sign. So I think I got around that, and that's what we're here to find out. And this thing has a great app on your phone too, which I might end up switching to. Okay, clicked in that time. Let's see. Still got plenty of room away from the boat. So then if we go to the settings again, we can trim it down. That's what I'm talking about. So that is all the way trimmed down. Now I think, from what I've seen, if I'm able to just use the motor normally, that error code should go away. The reason the error code popped up on my remote is because when it tried deploying itself, it had to stop because it ran into something, so it couldn't auto deploy correctly. And that was the first time I was trying it. So I'm hoping that this error code goes away if I just keep using it and it learns that it's good to go now. So let's turn the motor on. And we're moving, I think. Oh yeah. So I have it hooked up 24 volts. It can go 36 volts, but I just have 2 batteries. I can't even really fit I can't fit 3 batteries in my compartment where my batteries are. Unless I got like some really small like lithium batteries, maybe I could. But 2 deep submarine batteries is all I can fit in the front of my boat in the little compartment. So I just have it hooked up 24 volts right now. But I'm at 7.5. The prop speed is 7.5, and I'm cruising 2.5 miles an hour. So motor all the way, the big motor's all the way in the water, so there's a little bit of drag too, but it seems to be keeping up pretty good. And then this Minn Kota Ulterra has iPilot and hooks up right to hummingbirds, which I have. But the problem is I don't have a networking port on the back of this hummingbird. This is an older hummingbird, so I am unable to use the iPilot and control it from my hummingbird. But that'll definitely be next year's project. The controller works good. I'm hoping that error code goes away after a little bit once it runs normally for a while. And they have a sweet app. Let's see. The One Boat network app. So if I click on motor, it pops up the same thing that my remote does, but it's on a big screen. So if I can use it. I don't know if you can see both at the same time. That's pretty legit. Yeah, that's pretty legit. The app is super nice, and it just hooks up through Bluetooth. So I'm imagining that even if I don't have any service, it should work. Not a problem. And you can see, that's pretty neat. It shows which direction it is compared to the front of your boat. Your headings, and they have a bunch of different things. So I can stow it and deploy it right from my phone. I can track and record like say I have it hooked up to my hummingbird. I can track routes or different points that I pin down on my graph, and I can go right to it. And then it has autopilot. I'm believing that's the north. Let's see. So if we select autopilot, I think that's the north setting. Yeah, it looks like it. So it'll keep me tracking on that same heading. So the course is 136 degrees. So it'll keep me heading in that direction at all times, which I just took off the Minn Kota Ulterra, and that had that feature, and I loved it. So I'm super happy that this one has that. That's pretty legit. It's got drift mode, cruise control. That'd be pretty nice. So you can keep your mile per hour. You can hit cruise control and pick how fast you want to go, and it'll adjust your speed accordingly. That is gnarly. This is gonna be fun to learn and figure out. So I'm gonna play with this for a little bit, and then we might throw a line in the water, see if we can't find some fish. But I came out here to make sure this thing's working, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna work pretty good. And one day when I have a nice big hummingbird screen, I can just control it right from the hummingbird. It's gonna be the same thing as the phone and the remote, but on a hummingbird. That's gonna be pretty legit. So I'm gonna play with this for a little bit, and then go try and find some fish. Stay tuned. On, baby, we're on. Feels decent. Oh, gross. Gross. Anybody want a little bullhead action? Gross. So a little bit of backstory on this lake. When I was a kid, my grandpa had a little lake trailer here. So I've been on this lake a lot when I was a kid, but probably haven't been here since I was 13, 14. A lot of things have changed. A lot of the cabins are different. It's pretty interesting to see. This lake is tiny, tiny, tiny. Like, you stand in the middle of this lake and you can throw a rock at every single corner. I mean, I think Onyx shows it's like 200 or 300 acres, something like that. Just itty bitty. And as you can tell, there is a bunch of bullheads in this lake. We used to have, they used to do a deal over at the bar, or at the resort here. They'd give a bunch of kids a bunch of nets, and whoever could catch the most bullheads off the beach would win, I don't know what it was, money or maybe a free lunch or something, but bullheads. All right, so we're gonna go try a new spot, and let's see how the auto stow works on the Minn Kota Ulterra. So I'll just go to the app real quick. You can see the motor spinning. Stop the motor. Let's stow this thing and see what happens. Just like that, motor stowed. That's pretty sick. All right, let's move the 200 yards that there is on this lake. Try another little spot here. Boom. All right, next spot. Shut the key off. Deploy. Oh man. Just like that, we're fishing. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. It's a nice perch. Been seeing these guys all over the place. There's just thousands of them. This is probably one of the bigger ones, so that's what's nibbling on all my stuff. It's a nice perch though. found them. That's what we're talking about, boys. Nice little walleye. All right, that's a wrap for fishing. Let's put the trolling motor away and get back to the ramp. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end it today. That trolling motor, the Minn Kota Ulterra, that thing is awesome. If you don't have one, I highly recommend one. So far, so good. I think I got everything dialed in on it. The only thing that we're missing is a new hummingbird screen so that we can connect iPilot and do all that fun stuff, but that's for another time. As it sits right now, it works pretty dang good. So I'm excited that I was able to get out today and try it out and get everything kind of set up how I needed to, and ready to use it on the next fishing trip. So that was fun. This lake was fun. It's a tiny little lake. I was not expecting much at all. So the fact that we found a walleye, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it was cool to come back here and just get the trolling motor out, get the boat in the water just on this morning. It's 11:45 in the morning right now, and it's gonna get hot soon. So I'm gonna get home, get in that AC, and relax for the rest of my weekend. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.